You grew up in a house full of people, and somehow still disappeared. Not in the dramatic way. Nobody locked you in a room. Nobody refused to feed you. On paper, you had everything. Food on the table, a roof over your head, a family who loved you in the ways they knew how. But somewhere in the middle of that ordinary life, you learned something quietly. You learned that your feelings were an inconvenience, that taking up space was a risk, that being easy to deal with was the price of being kept. And so you became a child who did not need much, a child who was praised for being so mature, a child whose pain was quiet enough to ignore. And now you are an adult, and some part of you is still waiting to be noticed. There is a name for this. Psychologists call it childhood emotional neglect. It is not what was done to you. It is what never happened. The hug that never came. The question that was never asked. The feeling that was never reflected back. Children do not only need food and shelter. They need mirroring. They need someone to look at them and say, I see you. I see what you are feeling. And it matters. When that mirror is missing, the child does not disappear externally. They disappear internally. They learn that their inner world is not welcome, so they hide it. And eventually, they forget how to find it themselves. You are the invisible child, and you grew up, and you still feel unseen. Not because the people around you now are cruel, but because some part of you has never quite believed that being fully seen is safe. Look at your life. You are probably very good at anticipating other people's needs. You are probably very good at making yourself easy. You are probably very tired. In a way you cannot fully explain. You probably feel invisible even when people are looking at you, because being looked at is not the same as being seen, and your body knows the difference. There is a specific loneliness the invisible child carries. It is the loneliness of being in the room and feeling like you are behind a window. People can see through it. People can talk to you through it, but they cannot reach you, and you cannot quite reach them. The window was not put there by the world. The window was put there by a child who learned very early that it was safer to be behind it, because the alternative was reaching and not being met, and no child can survive too much of that. So she made the window. She was protecting you. She is still protecting you. This is the second movement. The invisible child does not only struggle to be seen by others, she struggles to see herself. You have probably had the experience of realizing you do not know what you want. Not in the big ways, in the small ways. Someone asks where you want to eat, and your mind is blank. Someone asks what you are feeling, and the inside of your chest is static. That is not indecision. That is not pickiness. That is the legacy of having your inner world go unmirrored for so long that you stopped checking it. You are so attuned to the room that you have gone deaf to yourself. This is the quiet grief no one talks about. You did not just lose a mother's attention. You did not just lose a father's presence. You lost access to your own signal. You lost the feeling of knowing what you feel, and somewhere under all of that, she is still in there. The little girl behind the window, waiting to be noticed. Not by them, by you. Here's the part that changes things. Being seen, the way you needed to be seen as a child, is a need you cannot fully get met in adulthood. Not by a partner, not by friends, not by any amount of attention. Because what you needed then can only be given now by one person. The one who never left you. The one who watched the whole thing. You. This is what therapists mean when they talk about reparenting. It is not a performance. It is not affirmations. It is the slow, steady act of turning your attention inward and actually looking at her, actually asking, actually listening, actually letting what you find matter to you. The practice is simple and hard. You notice what you feel without explaining it away. You notice what you want without dismissing it. You notice what hurts without making a case for why it shouldn't. You become the witness she did not have. And slowly, the window dissolves. Not all at once. Small moments. A sunset you actually stop for. A sentence you write down because it mattered to you. A meal you choose because it tastes the way you want it to taste. These are not small things. These are the first visible moments of the invisible child. She is coming out. Because someone is finally looking. Let it be you. You spent a lifetime waiting to be seen by people who could not, or would not, or did not know how. That waiting is over. The one who was going to do it was always going to be you. She has been waiting for you this whole time, and she is tired, but she is still here. Go find her. Tell her what you see. Tell her she is real. Tell her she matters. And watch what happens when the invisible child is finally visible to herself. She stops disappearing. She starts arriving. And for the first time in your life, you stop feeling unseen because you are no longer the last person in the room to look at you.